Thank you very much for this discussion. I have a question for assistant professors. When I start my lab, what should I focus more on, getting a paper written or collecting preliminary data for multiple grants? Because many of the grants, they require some publications, some don't. So do you have any advice, and at what how quickly should I start writing grants? So,
yeah, I can comment on that. That's a very good question. When you get started, in the beginning, probably, I'm in engineering department, so there's a huge pressure about getting grants. So in the first year, I just focused on writing grants. I submitted a lot of proposals, and in 1.5 years, I realized that I was so much behind with my publications. And publication, and also working with students to produce preliminary results that I could put into my proposals. And I started working on papers in the second year. And I was switching back and forth, but my suggestion is publication is very important. And there is certainty with publication. One paper may get rejected by one journal, but you can submit it to another journal and get it published. But grants, once it is rejected, it's rejected. There is no certainty that it can be resubmitted and you would get it funded. So I would say publication is very important. At the end of the day, you may get one big project at the end of 5 years, and then you may get tenure. But then, if you don't have any publication, then that may not work, right? So publication, I would put enough effort in getting good number of publications, and of course grants are important.
I guess I will agree with that wholeheartedly. I spent a lot of time writing grants in my first year, but I didn't land any until I had a couple publications so that my reviewers believed I could actually do the work. I had great ideas, but they wanted to see the paper, which shows that I could execute them. And so I would definitely agree with that. I would also say that I wish in my first couple of years I had been more strategic about the type of preliminary data that I needed to generate in support of my best grant ideas. And so, you have a startup account, use that to pay for people, for personnel, to do the work that you need done to generate that preliminary data.